I saw Dominic LeBlanc out of the corner of my eye make a statement. Is he the new public safety minister? Is that why? Yeah, let's take a look at that. I doubt he said anything interesting. Again, he's just going out there to block for his leader, Justin Trudeau. What a coward Trudeau is. He puts Chrystia Freeland and Dominic LeBlanc out there. Let's take a look at what LeBlanc had to say. I doubt it's interesting, but let's give it a listen.
I think it's important to remember the context almost 2 years ago today, those weeks in late January and February 2 years ago, the public safety and the national security context. I was in Ottawa during those weeks, as were my colleagues. I participated in the cabinet discussions. We were updated by senior officials about the risks of copycat incidents at other border crossings. I spoke to premiers from British Columbia to Nova Scotia about risks to their community safety. We saw border crossings and the damage to the Canadian economy, thousands of jobs put at risk. We spoke with the Premier of Ontario and the Government of Ontario that supported the invocation of the Emergencies Act 2 years ago. I think that's an important moment. I think it's also important to consider the government was given information with respect to the disruption at the border crossing in Coutts, Alberta. It's not banal when the security services tell you that they found 2 pipe bombs and 36,000 rounds of munition and ended up laying criminal charges as serious as conspiracy to commit murder and assaulting peace officers. So the context is important. I think it's also important to note that the House of Commons ratified the decision to invoke. But as my colleague said, the judicial system also includes appeal mechanisms. And the government's made that decision, but I certainly, as a minister who participated in those discussions and who spoke to premiers across the country, am very satisfied that we made a reasonable decision and will now let the appeal courts consider the filings from my colleagues.
What a crooked little liar. I love how he's trying to scapegoat. Well, the Premier of Ontario said he was fine with what we did. And, the House of Commons... the Liberals and the NDP voted for this man. So, sure, a judge laid out in 150 pages of detail why what we did was illegal. But, like I voted for it, and like Doug Ford said he was fine. So, can I go now? I tell you, I cannot remember a less impressive cabinet than Trudeau has assembled. Dominic LeBlanc, I think, was part of his wedding party. You know that old picture of Trudeau's wedding party? They're all drunk, and Seamus O'Regan's there, and Mark Miller's there. Do you have that picture? Can you Google Trudeau wedding party? I think Dominic LeBlanc was there. And the thing is, yeah, that's it there, the one on the left, if you can pump it up as big as possible. Oh, no, it's so, sorry. That's not the one. Trudeau best man or something. Here, it's the one where he and his friends are all sort of. Trudeau best man picture. Yeah, that one's not bad. I'm gonna try and find it. It's the one where they're all sort of drunk and staggering around a bit. Seamus O'Regan, Mark Miller, I'm trying to remember who else. Half of Trudeau's core cabinet are his drunk college buddies. There's got to be a better way to choose a cabinet than who you drank your head off with at McGill 30 years ago. Like, there's just got to be a better way. And if you can't, it's when they're lifting up Trudeau, in the picture, they're sort of lifting up Trudeau and Seamus O'Regan's making that funny face. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. Anyways, that's Dominic LeBlanc. I'm very unimpressed with him.